Hey guys, Latif Witset with Alpha One Tactical Training Academy. I get these questions so often, and I wanted to kind of branch into them because in my CCW class, we talk over local incidents and things that have occurred over the weekend. And a lot of people have questions on good defensive force versus bad defensive force. When does it turn from justified homicide to now possibly manslaughter or to anything else? So, an incident that just occurred on July 26th, we had a gentleman that thought it was a good idea to break into somebody's occupied dwelling. The people inside that occupied dwelling were armed. The boyfriend of one of the victims actually fired shots at the suspect, and he ultimately succumbed to his injuries. Number one, you got to know the Oklahoma law, okay? Take the time to study, understand the Oklahoma law if you're going to put a gun on your hip, right? According to the police, this was an uninvited guest. This guy wasn't allowed to be there. He was an uninvited intruder. Okay, he was then also trying to force his way into this occupied dwelling at 5 o'clock in the morning. So when we talk Title 21, I think it's 1289.25, Oklahoma recognizes that a person has the right to expect safety within their home. When someone unlawfully forcibly enters in the process of trying to forcibly enter a home or occupied dwelling, Oklahoma law can create a presumption that the person using the defensive force had a reasonable fear of death or great bodily harm. So those means were met in this situation. And remember, we're not talking about just yourself. Oklahoma law recognizes that you can use defensive force to protect other people. It's called stepping into the shoes of the victim. And lastly, Oklahoma is also a stand your ground state. So if unlawful activity is occurring and you're not currently doing unlawful activity and you have no duty to retreat before defending yourself when you reasonably believe that force is necessary to prevent death, great bodily harm, or some kind of forcible felony like robbery. Now, does this automatically mean that the shooting is justified? No. And that's an important distinction. TPD, the district attorney's office, will ultimately review the facts and make a decision. Every self-defense shooting has to be evaluated based on the facts, the evidence, and the totality of the circumstances of that particular incident. But here's my training takeaway. You don't get to choose when someone brings violence to your doorstep. You do get to choose whether you're prepared for it, though. So number one, know Oklahoma law. I always harp on this. Have a defensive home plan. Know how you're going to protect the other occupants of your home, whether that be them fleeing or them sheltering in place. Know what you're going to do when law enforcement arrives. Also, if you're going to have a firearm on your hip, train with it before you ever need it. My name is Latif Witset. I hope to see some of you guys in future classes. But until then, stay prepared, stay trained, and stay safe.